I never thought I would talk about two shows that are so different thematically, yet share so much in its core storytelling, and most of all, how they used vibes to completely take me by surprise. If you haven't already, go watch or read them. I will be talking about spoilers, and I think these shows deserve to be watched with no context, go in blind, and come back to the video when you finish them. Because Call of the Night and Delicious in Dungeon are two masterclasses in subverting expectations in anime. Delicious in Dungeon sets itself up as a cooking show. I'm not joking. In a magical world straight out of The Hobbit, we are treated to elves, dwarves, humans, and many other races living in harmony with your classic clear dungeon, make money storyline. Our adventures take place following the main party and cast of characters Laios and Fallen, the two human siblings, Marcial, the elf mage, Chilchuck, the halfling rogue, and some other characters who suck because they all left the party after losing Laios' sister, Fallen, to a dragon and becoming quote unquote too broke to continue rescuing her. So what does Laios do? He starts eating his way through the dungeon. That's right, driven by starvation and a sick curiosity. The party begins to, and I shit you not, Bobby Flay dungeon creatures. They even have a recipe book and everything. Like, I'm gonna try these recipes at home with a sewer rat or something. Along the way, Laios meets his soulmate, a hairy dwarven man named Senshi. These two are way too into cooking creatures, which opens the entire world up to be this mystical, fantastical grocery store. Feeling famished? May I offer you our finest sentient mushroom? Side note, by the way, there are literal cookbooks for this show. Every episode is this whimsical exploration into the dungeon and its various floors. Every step they take, teeming with life and obstacles between their next meal. From underground forests and lakes to a golden castle and orc-infested cities, the show lets you explore this majestic fantasy land through the lens of our sick, brain-rotted cast of misfits. Which is to say, a complete tonal shift from Call of the Night. While both shows build up their worlds, Call of the Night is a familiar one. Modern-day Tokyo, lit up in purple atmospheric lights clashing with starry midnight landscapes. This show is an absolute vibe of lo-fi, empty night Tokyo life. Honestly, I love the aesthetic so much because when I lived in Japan, I too found myself captivated by the empty city streets illuminated by the alluring glow of Tokyo at 2 a.m. There's no better feeling than taking a stroll after the train stopped, seeing the hustle and bustle die down to a quiet, peaceful utopia. And I think that's why I resonate so much with our main protagonist, Ko Yamori. Except, he gets picked up by a hot vampire. The show largely follows Ko and his soon-to-be vampire girlfriend, Nazuna. Ko ends up forsaking the common lifestyle and preferring the nightlife, while getting to know and understand Nazuna through an agreement where she gets to suck him real good. I mean, he's 14. Japan, why are you like this? Ko ends up with a cougar vampire and explores Tokyo nightlife, and I know what you're thinking. Vampire bad. Vampire always bad. Why Ko vampire if vampire bad? Me YouTube comment, vampire bad, Ko danger. Seemingly, you're right. Vampires start attacking Ko and Nazuna, expressing discontent or sick interest in their relationship. It's later revealed that there's a coven of vampires, and the main premise of the show is that Ko and Nazuna, who are both romantically retarded, must fall in love with each other in order for Ko to turn into Nazuna's vampire offspring. Or they'll kill him. Man, stop ruining my vibe. I just want to fly through Tokyo skyline and drink beer. Other from the death threats, the show is a laid-back romp of self-world exploration, just like Delicious in Dungeon. Until it's not. Both shows lead you along their silly little adventure. Both shows convince you you're here for a lighthearted, silly little frolic through the world. Both shows rip you to shreds.
Oh, hell no!
Nothing could have prepared me for the last 1/10 of these shows to be such brutal, raw bloodbaths. A human detective hell-bent on destroying vampires, shooting them in the middle of the street. Fallen, turned into this behemoth chimera, warped into the will of an evil mage. Both characters you are introduced early on in the show. Both characters you find yourself saying, I hope they end up okay. Both characters driven by external factors to commit heinous acts of violence towards the ones who had showed them humility and grace. These plot twists, this subversion of expectation from both animes comes out of nowhere and just punches you in the face. The brutal clash between the payoff and the entire vibe of the pre-existing show makes you feel like you're thrown into a mosh pit and the vocalist just went bleh. I can't rave enough about how much I loved this storytelling. From 0 to 1000, the shows completely flipped their scripts, turning them from wholesome, whimsical adventures to bloodthirsty, despair-ridden fights. The stakes are high, your adrenaline boils over, and you get a look at the fucked up circumstances that led to these characters' explosive turning points. The detective, driven insane by revenge for a vampire that ruined her family, sworn to kill all vampires and eradicate the endless night they enjoy. Fallen, warped by the magic of the dungeon of an insane mage, breaking the familial ties and nearly slaughtering all those she once held dear. This is no longer a cooking show. This is no longer a budding romance. No. These shows are about revenge, self-acceptance, and suicidal tendencies. These shows are about betrayal, mystery, and the exhaustive struggle to reclaim a loved one. These shows are a masterclass on subverting your expectations. Thank you as always for watching the video. I have a Discord link in the description. Come hang out in my small little community. We'd love to have you. I want to be more active with my audience and start planning fun streams. I will see you in the next video. Bye!